Hey there, everybody. Brian King here, calling from iPad Central today. I was having a conversation this morning with one of my clients in South America, and something came up that I see far too often with people, and it is an unfortunate thing that many parents do to their children, and that is raise them to feel as though they are disappointments for some reason. And this is a form of emotional abuse as far as I'm concerned. Because what I've discovered is that people that are disappointed in their own lives and have that story running through their minds of all the should haves, all the things they should be doing, all the things they shouldn't have done, end up projecting that BS on the rest of the world, including their kids. In fact, mostly their kids. They'll say, oh, you've really disappointed your mother and I, or your father's very disappointed in you. And what they're basically saying is that I and your father have developed these stories over the years of how life is supposed to be, of how the world is supposed to work, and how you are supposed to do your part to meet our expectations of how the world is supposed to go. And when you don't do it that way, you're disappointing us. So the reality is, it's all on them. Their disappointment is because they have that very self-centered expectation that the world is supposed to go according to their story. And usually their story is a very self-critical one. I've talked to people over the years that have been told that they were an accident. And their parents will even joke about it. Oh, that's our little accident. He was all unexpected. How dare you do that to a child that you brought into the world, to make them feel like their existence is a mistake. If you did the things that adults do to produce children, there was no mistake. Maybe you lacked the awareness, or you were acting on impulsivity instead of the wisdom that certain actions lead to certain predictable outcomes. That's on you. Your child is into this world because you did something that nature put in place to produce more gift-giving individuals to the world. And if you've ever heard that said to you, oh, mom said I was a little accident, I was a little mistake, spend some time with that and see if you've incorporated that into your self-concept. If you believe in some way that your very existence in this world was a problem for the people that raised you. Because here's the reality. Whatever kind of nonsense or garbage or dysfunctional thinking they assign to your existence, something that occurred even way before you even entered the world, that's all on them. That has nothing to do with you. That is their suffering, that's their pain, that's their nonsense. However, what you do once you're here, that belongs to you. Nothing before, only after. Someone close to me was brought into this world as a result of rape. And this person had to somehow make peace with that there was no consent involved in bringing them into this world. And creating that boundary that says, I'm not responsible for what brought me into this world. I am responsible for what I do once I'm in it. That's the only time you can begin taking responsibility. All the stuff in somebody else's past is theirs. Period. So anytime anybody says to you, oh, you're a disappointment to us, we're very disappointed in your decisions, the disappointment is theirs. Now, it's not to say that maybe they're saying, well, there's a societal rule, you're not supposed to steal or things like that. You definitely want to reflect upon those, because there are norms in society that are there for a reason, to kind of keep us all taken care of and accountable to each other. But if someone is disappointed in you because of the way you live your life, the person you choose to be, it's not conforming to what they see as the best career for you or the best person to be in a relationship with. The disappointment, the fact that you did not measure up to the expectations about their story about how their own life is somehow not good enough. That is not your responsibility. You can say to them, it's unfortunate that you feel the way you do. But this is my choice. And I will live my choice because it's my responsibility. And it's important to draw that boundary. Their emotions, their decisions, and then yours. Don't ever say, I'm sorry you feel that way, because it sounds like you're taking responsibility for their feelings. You're not responsible. That's why you can say, it's unfortunate, because that decision, that belief seems to be causing you some suffering. It's unfortunate that you feel that way. But I'm owning my choice. I'm taking the responsibility on living my life. So let me tell you this, and I hope you take it to heart. You are not a disappointment. You never were. You never will be. You are a gift to this world. Sometimes discovering what that is and living your purpose is a bit of a bumpy road. And sometimes discovering it means getting into what some of those stories are that keep you from putting yourself out there, being vulnerable and discovering what it is you have to give to this world. And one of the things that I really enjoy doing with my clients is helping them find what those stories are and replacing them with ones that are much more empowering and life affirming, so that they can be who they were meant to be, who they're capable of being, without having to compete with that baggage they've been dragging all along. So have a beautiful day, and please remember, I'm proud of you. I'll talk to you again soon.